The Sooners are Kansas City bound. I'm Barry Trammell along with OU writer Joe Masada. It is the week of the Big 12 tournament, and Oklahoma is the 7th seed in Kansas City playing West Virginia. Oklahoma basketball team coming off a discouraging loss at Kansas State, but not terribly surprising since the Wildcats are the Big 12 champs.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, going into that game, we knew OU was locked into the number 7 seed. They could have almost, we said in that win against Kansas, OU basically sealed a tournament bid. I mean, I guess they could have done more to upgrade their seed line, but other than that, an expected loss at Kansas State, and now the third shot at West Virginia. OU and the Mountaineers split the season series. West Virginia won at home, OU won at home, and this will be the grudge match.
You mentioned virtually everyone feels like the Sooners are safely in the NCAA tournament. What can they do to improve their stock in the NCAA this week in Kansas City?
I think they would have to at least win 2 games, because a win against West Virginia, it's going to be a quadrant 3 win. It's not going to do much for the committee. West Virginia is the worst team in the Big 12. I think what could really do themselves a favor is maybe upsetting Texas Tech there in that second round.
Big 12 honor teams came out this week, and Christian Doolittle named the conference's most improved player. It's a new award. Is Doolittle tailor-made for that award, do you think?
Yeah, I mean, it's set up perfect for him. Christian Doolittle missed the first semester of last season because of an academic suspension, came back, only averaged about 3 points per game, didn't get much playing time, and now this year, really since the calendar flipped and conference play started, I think we've seen him emerge as OU's best player. So just looking down that list, I think he was really an obvious candidate for it.
What do you think was the key to Doolittle? Because when you think about that last season, even when he comes back on that Trae Young team, he's sort of a non-entity. You forget that he's even on the team at times. And this year, he's really turned into their best player.
Yeah, I think it took him a little while to get going. At first, when the season started, we looked at Christian James as that go-to guy. But then you saw, they just work out of Doolittle so much kind of in the middle of the paint. He can do so much out of it. He's probably their strongest guy down in there. And I think one of the things that's underrated about the work he's done this season is that he's done most of it with Jamani McNeese just being a role player for the Sooners, as he was the rim protector. And now that's forced Christian Doolittle to play the center spot, which he said he's not super comfortable with. Lon Kruger would much rather have a healthy Jamani McNeese there, but he's sort of had to sacrifice for the team, and overall it's worked pretty well.
Well, he will lead the Sooners into Kansas City, and we'll be there. Stay tuned for further OU coverage here on News OK and every day in the Oklahoman.